You all saw him aerially sneeze on this, right?
Our show, Jack, you missed that?
That was awesome.
Did you miss the whole you stepped out?
Oh, no, I was right there. I saw him. Don't, I'll melt.
I didn't really.
No, I know.
That's how you trick.
That was awesome. Wow. So has everybody been drinking tonight? Yes. All right, then this actually might be funny. So, Amazicon 5, we're here. I'm the MC. Shut the hell up. Well, anyone under the age of 13 should leave right now, because I will not be responsible for the therapy they will need. Sit down, Frost. All right. Unlike most, I come with a warning label. If foul language bothers you, you can use that door. If you are squeamish...
No, never mind.
Oh, he's on the cell phone. I'll wait. I'll wait. You all right, Andre?
Yeah, no.
Did Domino's lose your order? All right. Now, where was I? Okay. If you get offended easily, you can use that door. If blood, guts, and gore make you uneasy, and if you don't know who Guar is, even though they didn't show up, bastards, get the fuck out of my show. No, I'm only kidding. If you don't know Guar, I'll leave you alone. And if certain things are touchy, or you find taboo, seek help, because you're a loser. Anyway, I am Horror Show Jack, and I've been here for 4 out of the 5 Amazicons. I was here at the beginning. I was here at the second one. Unfortunately, I got booked at something else. It's so long ago, I can't even remember where the hell I was. Then again, I can't tell you where I was last week. And being a fangsmith, I love the reactions when people ask you what you do for a living. Because you usually get one of two. It's like, so what do you do for a living? Well, I'm a fangsmith. And it's usually followed up with, you're what? You do what? Family gatherings I come from a family of teachers, lawyers. It's like, and here's my rock and roll tattooed son who makes fangs. And I have the best stories at Thanksgiving and family gatherings. The other reaction is, what do you do for a living? I make fangs. And they go, there's a market for that? Apparently I'm self-employed. But doing these shows, vendors don't get the respect that most people deserve, because we're not big corporations, or we don't have a storefront. So a common question you get in your booth is, can I get a discount? Or they pick up something and go, what can you do me for this? And I say, what's the price tag say? But this is one of my personal favorites. When chicks come in the booth, I was like, I'm cute, you should give me a discount. And I go, you ain't that cute. The booth boss is my girlfriend, bitch. What the hell did I just drop? Jason fell off again. Jesus Christ. So, the reaction to that is absolutely hysterical. So, people, when I told people I was going to have a comedy show at Amazicon, they're like, you're going to get into comedy. I'm like, if you're a vendor and you go to enough of these shows, the material writes itself. So this is anyone watching Practical Jokers? Because I'm like addicted to that show. My buddy Jerry over there, who's the evil bunny, the blood-covered idiot over there, one of my favorite friends. We dare each other to do stupid things at conventions. So we were at the Philly Tattoo Convention, and this well-endowed woman walked past the booth. So I said, Jerry, go up there and go, are they real? And go from there. So he walks up there and goes, excuse me, are they real? And she stops, and I'm like, oh God, he's gonna get me. She goes, your boots, are they real leather? I really like them. I think my girlfriend would like a pair. And this is why I think we should, that's my water. That's my water. You didn't see the look up close that I just got.
I've seen you put words in your mouth.
Jerry, we don't bring up the X's. That's just not right. I have upgraded to a much better and high-class woman.
Talking about that.
Oh, you don't talk that way about yourself, Jerry. I love you. So anyway,
You gotta own it.
that is true. So anyway, I am the hero of people who work at retail stores, because you know when you work at retail and you work with a real company that you're not allowed to give it to the customer without getting fired or written up, whatever the fuck that means. I've been written up so many times at old jobs. That's why I'm self-employed. So, in the last 2 years, out of the 17 years of making fangs, I have lost it with 2 customers. That's a pretty good run. The first one was over the phone. So, we were at a show in upstate New York, and the guy emails me. He goes, "I broke my daughter's fangs. Can we get a new pair? The mold's still intact." I'm like, "Sure. Mail it back to me. I'll make a new set. Price included." So he sends me a check, but no note, and a mold. So I don't know what I'm being paid for. It's been a month since I've talked to him, so it goes in the miscellaneous pile. Then I get an email. "Did you ever get my daughter's teeth?" I'm like, "Well, I'm at a show. Let me check when I get home." I'm looking around, can't find it. I'm like, "Call me back in a week." Calls back in a week. I'm like, "Hold on, what's the name?" And I look it up, and lo and behold, here it is. And I'm like, "Okay, listen, I'll make them, and I'll overnight them to you right away, because, you know, they get misplaced. You go all over the place. You can't remember every little detail. But people expect that. So I make my overnight. He goes, "Okay, my daughter loves them. But where's the other pair?" "What are you talking about?" "You wanted a replacement pair. You didn't ask for a repair, plus there were no fangs there." And this is all email, so I'm exaggerating my voice for a dramatic effect. And so I get back this grumbly email. It's like, "I sent it back in a black coffin, and blah, blah, blah. You didn't get the note, and your shipping department misplaced it." Don't tell me my shipping department just misplaced it. My shipping department's my mother. She's retired. She loves to help. And I can't think of a more responsible person. So I'm like, "All right, well, I took care of it, but that's it. You paid for a replacement, not a repair." Well, he goes, "Well, you should know that I'm a lawyer." Okay. "And that my daughter is extremely popular on social media." I give a fuck. I'm like, so I respond with this. "Sir, if you continue to email me, I will consider this harassment, and I will call my lawyer. I come from an Italian family." Need I say more? Yeah. So I leave it at that. 5 minutes later, the phone rings. So I pick it up, and most of you know me, and if you couldn't tell from now, I can be very immature. But when I'm being the mature person, and you're not, you know something's wrong. So I pick up the phone and I go, "Are we going to talk like adults, or are you going to continue to insult me and be rude?" So it's just like, "You fucking listen here, you son of a bitch, you motherfucker, I want these fucking things, and fuck this." And so the word fuck doesn't bother me. But if I hear it directed at me, 300 times in less than 30 seconds, I lose my temper. So I turned around and said, "You shut the fuck up, and I will fucking reach the store and we gotta get fucking hard shit on your neck." So I finally diffused the situation. I actually said I'd shit down the customer's neck. So I diffused the situation. I calm the guy down. I say, "Send it back. I'll make it, and then we're done. I will no longer do business with you." It's the first time in 17 years I've said that to a customer. Once again, pretty good run, right? Because you've all dealt with customers, or anyone who's dealt with the public. So I get off the phone, and that's the end of it. My girlfriend comes home, and I tell her, "I'm not doing business with this guy." Not my fault if the mail never delivers. So that's the end of it. So later that night, I decide, let me look this guy up on Facebook. He's a consultant for a record label. Anyone remember those? And then I look up his mutant little daughter. Now, I'm not attacking her, because she's not part of the equation at all. I remember this little kid. She was a delight. But this little mutant and her 48 followers combined from Facebook and Instagram are going to ruin my 15-year professional reputation at that particular point in time. I don't fucking think so. And that was the end of it. Never got the mold back. I'll handle it if it comes. Now, there is the story from Rhode Island Comic-Con, and my poor girlfriend is so sick of hearing this story. And all these things, bad things only happen when my girlfriend is not helping me manage the booth. Because she is my business partner, she is my rock, she keeps me calm. When I lose my temper, she sends me away and she'll handle the customer. So right before Rhode Island Comic-Con, my poor girlfriend's getting the flu. Or as someone said earlier, I don't know who said it, con crud. So we set up, she struggles, she says, I'll work with you. And when she struggles through Friday, we have two people who have never been working with us before. So she looks at me halfway through Friday and goes, I'm not going to be able to be here. Don't worry about it. We'll train them the best we can, and we'll handle it. I've run the booth by myself. That's how I started it out. It sucks. Because you can't have any fun. You can't leave to go to the bathroom when you're alone. That's why you call 1-800-JOHNNY on the spot. So Saturday morning comes, and these guys come to the booth, and I gave the guy the nickname Gay Dust. Has nothing to do with his sexuality. He's got a shaved head. He reminded me of the white version of the wrestler Gold Dust. So shaved head, airbrush white, glitter all over the place, little eye makeup. That's his head. Gray sweatshirt, blue pants, white sneakers, which apparently means he's over 40. I don't know why that means you're over 40, but apparently if you wear blue jeans or black jeans and wear white sneakers, you're over 40. That's what someone told me when I was a freshman in high school. I don't understand it, but apparently it's a fact. So he comes over, and anyone who does shows knows that time is money. That's relevant in any job. Time is money. So I spend 30 to 40 minutes with this guy, giving him every sales pitch possible, telling him how he can get the most for his money, and he finally sits down. Now meanwhile, he's got, the guy called himself Glampool. From the neck down, he's dressed as Deadpool. Shaved head, airbrushed black, painted Deadpool face with the whiteout contacts, but he looked like Dr. Manhattan. And he's 7 feet tall. And him and their third friend, who I have no recollection of what this guy looks like, because this fucker pissed me off so bad I can't remember what the third person looks like. They are blocking the entrance to my booth. Now I got the fish on the line. You don't say stop. Wait 1 second. Guys, could you wait over here or over here? Because you don't want to reprimand the man's friends, because then you lose your sale. And the two girls working with me don't know that they have the authority to ask them just not to block the entrance. So these two poor girls, and they tried their best. They're trying to reach customers who sound like, hey, you guys want to see anything? Hey, you guys want to buy anything? And these two are just standing there blocking them. Oh my God. So he sits down. And I explained to him that my booth boss is sick. I'm doing 3 jobs. 2 that I named at the booth. I'm taking the impression and pouring the mold, and I'm making the fangs. I also have to micromanage the 2 people that have never worked for me before. He now understands that I'm alone. So I thought. So I give him the computer work, and I say, make sure you leave your full name and number, because apparently when you say, write out your full address, people don't understand. They just put their street, no number.